Noblemen, magistrates, and knights of the Round Table, welcome to the philosophical and political pantheon of all things, Forrest Fenn, narrated by the Christian theologian. Hello. I am gonna try to put together a video here. This one's gonna be kind of trying to sell Lewis Lake as the winning solve. I shouldn't have to sell it. I mean, it's pretty obvious, especially by the end of this video. Don't just listen to it, because normally I don't have pictures, but this one I'm going to try to include 5 pictures. Quality of my camera on my phone, it's not great quality. I'm also going to include 2 or 3 links to recent YouTube videos people have done on Lewis Lake, and it's beautiful. I mean, the area, it's that simple. I mean, it's, by the end of this video and by the time you watch those other videos, I think you're going to be thinking 80-90% chance I was right. Okay, I really do. Okay, now again, I think I did this a couple months ago, maybe a little bit longer, just kind of imploring Candy to just talk a lot more about Fenn telling her where warm waters halt. I mean, she had said that if you had really even past what she said, she sent Forrest over 1,300 emails, probably really going beyond that time, probably over 1,500 emails. I mean, she has to talk, you're going to see this picture you're looking at, okay? It's the thing is, this picture of Wyoming where the pinyon pines are, in the recent court picture, it's got the pinyon pine cones, and look at how they're only in southern Wyoming. Okay, so I think it's time now that the community gets closure and Candy can. It sounds a little bit arrogant to act like I'm totally right, but it's at least 90%. I mean, it's getting ridiculous at this point, And Candy was told where warm waters halt at the sinks, and that fits into the green area, and it fits in perfectly with my solve. So, Candy, please, if you hear this, please talk about what Fenn told you, where warm waters halt. And not only that, embrace my solution, Candy. Candy, can we please get closure for the community? I'm asking you, Candy, to come out in support of my solve. I'm asking you. And it's not like I'm asking you with no evidence or strong possibilities. I mean, Candy, it's getting ridiculous at this point. Like, Candy, I need a little bit of help. Can you please talk about Fenn telling you where warm waters halts at the sinks? Because that's exactly where mine halts, and it's in the green area, southern Wyoming, of where the pinyon pines grow. Okay, that was in the recent court picture. Please, like, I'm asking you, can you at least acknowledge my solve? I mean, this is, this is just crazy, I think she's gonna help out, but I don't know. Okay, moving on to the next process, if you will. Granite has been putting up phenomenal videos. Looks definitely like Scrapbook 199 slush cup competition. Shiloh's genius friend is definitely Billy Bob Stoof. Genius friend Nick, because the word associations and all that. Fenn's nickname for Billy Bob Stoof, pseudonym for Jack around the house, was Bill, and And the nickname, you know, he's Scrapbook 199. Nickname, Shiloh's friend Nick, and Billy Bob Stoof's nickname. So do you see how Billy Bob Stoof is the Los Alamos product? Nick. So instead of Billy Bob Stoof now, I'm going to say Billy Bob Nick. That's his new nickname. That's the guy. Because, and I put on the comment, there's absolutely no question that Jack is Nick. Forrest Fenn, you know, what did it say in 199? The technology, the whiz kid. Yeah, the whiz kid. Okay, here we go. The technology person. 7 things for Billy Bob Nick. Forrest Fenn auction site. Reddit Condor 2 servers. Information technology. Backdating Reddit posts. That's 4. Billy Bob Nick said he speculated on currency arbitrage. 5. Says he would need Fenn's Google Earth data from 2009. Understanding the intricacies of the electronic coupon system to get free lobster in perpetuity. That's 7 reasons. Okay. Let me stop it. And then Granite also had 4 really good things he said about. Here's his entire comment. You have to look at this in the context of Jack being the whole card. Anyone who believes in Jack at this point, after seeing all the discrepancy, is just foolish. Number 1, no waterlogged Ziploc bags like Dan Barbarisi book. It was completely dry, the treasure was, in the court pitcher, or pitchers. Number 2, no bracelet on top of the gold. That's what Fenn said was the last thing he put in the chest. Number 3, Jack isn't aware of the poem that Dow said Forrest told him was in the chest. Number 4, this is the biggest one for sure. Huge, they're all big, but huge discrepancies in the pictures. Dust on the coins in one picture, you know, after that treasure was moved. Okay. Dust on the coins in one picture versus totally clean coins. Wait, the dust was on the real picture. The clean coins was the one that was moved. So no one's going to convince me on the completely clean coins and then the super dusty coins. I mean, that's not the same time. Those pictures are not taken at the same time. So, you know, 7 reasons why Billy Bob Nick is a fraud. Scrapbook 199 slush cup competition, and then four huge red flags on the pictures, the 2 different times when the pictures were taken with the chest. So, okay, let me stop it. Now look at this, the picture on the beach, 8,500 feet elevation. I mean, where would you rather be? Yellowstone, on the beaten path, you know, tons of people, or would you rather be at Lewis Lake campgrounds on the beach? Crystal blue water. If you're there a certain time of year, you see the beautiful red and green, all the different colors, tea with Olga. If you go up, you see the Cathedral Group Mountains in the distance. I mean, where would you rather be? Yellowstone, beaten path, again, say it again, or crystal blue water, Lewis Lake. And you're smelling the wonderful smell of pinyon pine incense. I mean, to me, it's not a debate. It's not a debate. I mean, we know why it was special to Fenn. It was a parallel world of the Olds place. You're seeing the beach. I mean, in the mountains, you're red and green. I mean, what does Lewis Lake, what else could it have? I mean, is this like the best place in the entire world? I mean, it's getting to that point. I mean, it's just insanity to think that's not the place. Let me stop. I feel pretty good about that. Now, let me see here. The blaze. Remember I thought the blaze was Three Rock Blaze up there, northeast of the parking lot. Okay, it fits the 500, 200 foot criteria, perfect with the parking lot and the creek, Lewis Creek. If the but if the blaze was on a tree or log that have fallen down, it would have been pretty difficult, because you really need to look with high quality YouTube video on these links I'm going to leave, because there's a lot of trees and branches just like the court picture, So it probably would have been a battle. There's no guarantee I would have found that treasure. There's no guarantee, especially if I was wrong on the Three Rock Blaze. I don't think I was wrong on that, but it could have been. I guess it could have been. I don't think I was wrong, but it could have been a marking on a fallen tree or fallen branch. Okay. But they're building there. They build there at Lewis Lake Lodge. So what if they use some of that wood that had fallen by all the cabins? I mean, and the blaze is gone. So I want to say it's the Three Rock Blaze, like the book, front cover of the main book, and then also like on a tree. The triangle means end of trail. So I've got pretty good conviction on that. But look, I'm not. Don't think that I need to be like a know-it-all and act like, oh, I had absolutely everything figured out. I mean, look, I could have been wrong on the blaze, but I'm not. I don't think I was wrong by. I don't think I could have been wrong by more than 50, 60 feet. Okay, so it would have been found eventually, because I'm the type of personality that, me, sports background, I'm kind of stubborn with stuff. I'm got to tell you guys, I'm not leaving that area. I'm not leaving that area, period. So might have, max case 2, 3, 4 years, just looking under all the wood piles over and over for hours. I mean, I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I got bit by a snake looking for golf balls several years ago. Okay, I've got a weird personality. I enjoy doing that stuff. Okay, so I would have found the treasure eventually. I hate to tell you that. Okay? All right, let me stop it. Now, what's the problem with me being right on Lewis Lake Solve? Okay? This is the problem. Lewis Lake is hinted at big time in Scrapbook 215 Business Partners. That's the problem. He implicated a lot of people in this fraud. Okay? So, and then on my notes, just wrapping up, hate to say again, but Candy, please, I'm asking you, can you please give the forrest fenn? I think I'm speaking for the majority of the forrest fenn community. Candy, we want closure. It's okay. We know you emailed Fenn probably over 1,500 times. That's fine. Okay. I'm not judging you for that, but I mentioned this probably over 2 months ago in a video that Fenn told you where warm waters halt, and since then you haven't brought that up one time. We don't care about the monkey gods or the city of gold or whatever you talk about. Candy, I think I'm speaking for the forrest fenn community. Candy, we want closure. Just please talk about what Fenn told you. It fits perfectly with my solve, and I'm asking you, please. I mean, I've asked you 10 times over 10 times this video. Please bring it up, talk about it, and please embrace me as the solver. Somebody got screwed over. Why does no one talk about that? Why does no one talk about that? Who got screwed over in this treasure hunt? Do you think it might have been me? I'm not worried about it, but the thing is, let's let's give the forrest fenn community closure at this point in time. You know, I mean, so thank you so much, Candy. You know, and Candy, let's just do what's right. Just stop living in this fantasy world of this rabbit hole, that rabbit hole. It's right here. The solution is right here in front of your face. I mean, so, you know, thank you so much for listening to this video, and I just think it's getting to that point to where the pinyon pines, I mean, southern Wyoming, you know, those pine cones, some of them were the pinyon pines. I mean, it's getting pretty obvious. It's what I'm getting at. It's obvious. It's not really speculation anymore at this point in time. You know, and by the way, I think I already said there's a ton going up that parking lot. There's a lot of fallen trees and fallen branches that match that wood exactly. So it's obvious. It's obvious I'm right. Okay, it's truly at that point, and I'm not even being biased. I'm not even being biased in a court of law. You know, I think it would be pretty obvious. Okay, so let me stop it. And I think Billy Bob, Nick, Shiloh, they got to be sweating big time right now, because they're going to have to, just in my opinion, I think Zoe lied a whole bunch. Just in my opinion, I think they're going to have to try to lie as well. And, you know, by the way, Granite has documentation of, you know, Greg always talked about it, treasure seekers. Granite has documentation of me staying by the Bighorn Mountains early May 2019, and then a little bit before mid-July 2019, Silverton, Wyoming, before heading to Lewis Lake. So, by the way, everywhere I've been, I have a ton of pictures and videos. Guys, I'm the real deal. I am the real deal. Okay? Just so you know. So, okay, Billy Bob, Nick, why don't you do what I've done, and why don't you document where you've been? Why don't you do that? And I believe Billy Bob, Nick, he was not even the one to procure the treasure. Fenn had someone pick up the treasure. I think that this is in layers, and guys, they're just in my opinion though, they're just going to be lying a ton, you know. And I know quite a few lawyers, and all I can tell you is, you know, lying on those depositions, it's not good. It's not a good thing to do that. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, but you know, thanks again. That wraps it up. We'll talk to you later. Okay, let me definitely add a little bit more. You know, I'm just thinking here what Billy Bob, Nick, and Shiloh are going to do on the depositions, and then the court case in I believe it's June. Why don't you guys just come clean? And I think it was a video a few months ago. I'm trying to remember. I'll tell you what. You know I'm not greedy, you guys. If you've listened to all my videos, you know I'm not greedy. So here's what we do. I believe this is the same thing I said earlier. I don't want to go look it up right now. Come clean. Come clean on the fraud. Scrapbook 215 business partners. And so you're not lying in court. And it's time to essentially give me that treasure. That's my treasure that you have. But what I said was, you know, I was wanting the community, if I remember right, to really come out and support me. If they come out and support me, I'm not going to take the whole treasure, okay? Give me 25% of the treasure, 10% to someone that can write a poem and hide a treasure, and 65% of that treasure gets hidden. And I will never read the poem. I don't want a treasure hunt anymore. So that's the proposition, guys. Try to save your reputation. Okay? Give me 25% of that treasure, 10% to someone we can vote on it, or I can elect somebody that I think is very ethical, or we'll probably just vote on it. Let's do it that way. 10% to someone to go through the process and the stress of writing a poem and hiding a treasure. 65% of the treasure can go get re-hidden. How does that sound? Just come clean. Come clean with it. Okay? So, what, I mean, look, I'm a patient person. I'm not even worried about any of this. So the thing is, that's not your treasure. That's my treasure. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? So it's aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you just totally embarrassed right now? I would be so embarrassed if I were you. I mean, the longer this goes, just come clean. Just come clean with it. Okay? I think I am being pretty reasonable with those percentages. So, just something to think about. Okay? And that wraps it up.